Hi guys. So, what's up guys? I don't even know what this video is supposed to be about, but I'm like, yay, because I'm making a video. They're interesting videos, but yeah. There's some topics that I want to talk about. Some of them were suicide, discrimination, celebrities, and a horrible rebound. Blah blah blah. A horrible rebound first. A horrible rebound first, because that one's easy to talk about since it was kind of, sort of, not really recent anymore. It was part of the past, but yeah. I got some lipstick gloss that helps your face heal. You use the thing. So yeah, basically, I'm just gonna tell you guys about my horrible rebound. It was like, and I got this idea to make this video from Onision. Basically, I'm just gonna share my horrible rebound situation, and I thought it was funny, kind of. I mean, it got funny at times, but the majority of it wasn't supposed to be funny, I guess. I don't know. But things happen. Basically, okay, this is what happened. I was together with this guy for 11 months, almost a year, and we were so in love. And just every day we started to fight. Like the last month we were together, we always fighted, and we basically were just breaking apart as a couple. And that was like my longest relationship, 11 months, almost a year. It was just crazy. It was a crazy relationship to me, and it meant so much to me, and it took up so much of my life. And he broke up with me end of April, beginning of March, 2011. And he broke up with me, and after that, I just broke down in tears. I didn't know how to, like, live my life. I was, like, suicidal, all this other fun stuff. And it was just, my life was going just so downhill. 'Cause you're such a pretty face, when you turn into a pretty big waste of my time. I definitely hated it. I'd never been through a breakup that bad before. Before him was another one of my relationships. And, you know, I was really upset, but it didn't take me as long to get over him because we were together for only 7 months. And then after him, it was, you know, this other person that I was with for 11 months. I don't want to say names because I don't want them to, like, come here and be like, oh my god, I never did that. It's like, shut up. But yeah, so, basically, yeah, so, let's just go our separate ways. Everything was really crazy. Just after the relationship, I was just all over the place. Didn't know what I was doing with my life. So, you know, March goes along. And then April starts up, June goes along, and July comes up. So, July 4th, you know, the whole 4th of July parties and stuff like that. Yeah, so there was this big 4th of July fireworks thing at my school, and it was at night, and it was like during a Saturday, I think, or whenever that 4th of July day was on. And pretty much everybody was there, just everybody. And there was this guy that I've been talking to for about a month, and I really liked him, and he really liked me, and we just kind of like started like talking, like relationshipy, and then he asked me out, and I was like, sure, why not? And then we went out, we were going out, and then July 4th, he was like, I'm going to the fireworks down by the school, do you want to come with me? And I was like, oh my god, yes. So, basically, he didn't ask me out till that night. Like, I knew he was gonna ask me out because we were just going around flirting with each other. But, you know, I didn't think he'd, like, actually ask me out. So, you know, 4th of July comes around. 4th of July comes around and he asked me out, and it was at the fireworks, and I was like, oh my god, yes. Like, I was so happy. And, a lot of my friends were so confused because he went to a different school than me, and I was like halfway across, like, the state that I live in, and people were like, why are you going out with him? Where did he come from? Like, and people were just so pissed off at me. They were like, what happened to Chuck? I'm like, dude, we broke up like months ago. You know, I thought I was ready to move on, but I obviously wasn't. I just obviously wasn't. And I say I obviously wasn't because with that person I was with for so long, he was a pretty good guy for me, but he changed so much, and we just were so we were so not compatible anymore for the way that we were both changing, I guess. And yeah, so, you know, we broke up, and this new person, I'm not gonna name his name, but this new person, he was 17, almost 18, in the 9th grade. He drank a lot of drinking all the time. He smoked cigarettes, he did drugs, he did Percocets and Xanax and coke, and he did so many different drugs, and that should have been like the red flag right there, saying, okay, this person's not for you, move along. There's plenty of other fish in the sea. The only problem, you know, I give guys expectations, but their expectations aren't so large to the point where, like, nobody can, like, fit them. Like, a lot of people can fit my expectations. They're not super, super hot. And, like, he was just like, if I made a list of things that I like in a guy and things that I hate in a guy, he was everything that I hate in a guy and, like, maybe one thing that I like in a guy. And that's really, really not good, you know? And it was just crazy. Like, every time he'd, you know, say hi, I'd be like, hey, I'd give him a hug, and he'd, like, slash his face into my face and, like, kiss me, and I'm like, stop, you know, we were in a relationship, I understood, you know, peck, you know, mwah, but not, like, slam your face in my face and just start making out with me, like, in the middle of everyone. He tried to do it in front of my mom once, and I was just like, what? Like, he was just so immature, and he was just nothing that I needed at that time. And then we ended up getting into these fights because he'd always break up with me, and we were only together for almost a month. And he'd always break up with me, and then the next day he'd be like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, I can't deal with somebody that's so unstable like this. He was just so unstable, and I was like, what are you gonna do when you get out of, you know, high school? And he's like, if I ever do get out of high school, I might as well just quit now. And I'm like, what the heck? You know, I want a guy that's confident and knows where he's going in life. He was not that at all. So we just ended up breaking up because we got into so many arguments, and I was pretty much just done. And a lot of the things that he was doing, like calling me baby and stuff and things like that, they just triggered something in my mind thinking about that last person I was with, you know, and it drove me freaking crazy. Okay, it drove me crazy, and I couldn't take it. I was still, you know, mooring over, and I don't know. It drove me crazy. So, you know, me and him ended up breaking up, and then, you know, months go by, and my mom woke up, and she saw, like, all this egg stuff all on the, like, on her window, on the upstairs bedroom. And she went outside to see what it was, and it looks like somebody, like, threw, like, a couple of eggs, like, at my house. And she was like, if one of your friends are throwing eggs at the house, you better tell them to stop. And I was like, none of my friends do that. Like, that's stupid. And come to find out, as I was talking to him, he said that he threw eggs at my house, but he only did it because he was drunk. Right. After breaking up, after, like, a week or two, and you do that because you were drunk. It probably would have been contributing, you know, to his stupidity, but still, that's really stupid. Come to find out more that he basically, one night, I was just sitting in my room, and I get, like, a ring on the doorbell, and I'm like, okay, so I know nobody's supposed to be coming over tonight, so what's going on? So I go downstairs, and guess who's at my door? This horrible rebound decided to come to my house drunk and, on some coke, as I can tell, and it was stupid. He came to my house drunk, and he was begging for me back, and I was like, so you come to my house drunk, and you want me to accept you and be like, yeah, sure, let's go back out, considering you're drunk and you can't even stand up right now. And it was just, I should have seen all those flaws in the beginning. I should have seen all those things and said, wow, you're not the right person for me. You obviously aren't. So why don't I move on with my life? But I was just so stupid, so, hooked up on dating and trying to figure out, who's going to be my next person to date so I can, forget about my last boyfriend, just, basically move on to get that last person out of your mind. It really doesn't work. All I can tell you to get over a breakup, all it takes is time. And I know how bad that sounds, like you don't want time, you just want to get over it now, but it doesn't work that way at all. It just doesn't. So, basically, all I can say is just, after being in a relationship, it doesn't matter if the relationship was for a week, or for a year, or for a month, it doesn't matter, just give yourself time to move on, and then try thinking about somebody else, and new relationship things. Do not start looking for somebody as soon as you get out of a relationship, because feelings and thoughts of that past relationship are going to be brought up when you're in that new relationship. And now you have these two things going on in your mind, and you're going crazy, and, you're confused as to what you want and what, you think about. And also, this happened with one of my past boyfriends, where I was in a relationship with them, we got in a big argument, we broke up for like a day, and we went back out the next day. It's just, you never know if you're going to get back with that person, so, give it time. Give it yourself time to heal and, sum everything up. And so that's it. I think that's all I have to say about my horrible rebound. Just, guys, just don't rebound. It's never good. You're going to regret things, and, you're really going to regret it. He was just not the right person for me. He tried so hard to, have sex with me and do all these things, and I'm like, we haven't even been dating for a week, and you want to have sex with me already. Chill out, really. He was just not the right type of person for me, and I should have known that from the beginning, but I was just so brokenhearted, so stupid, so blind to not figure that out. So, guys, just don't rebound, and that's all I have to say about that. And, yeah. So if you guys have any questions, just message me or something, because apparently a lot of people have been messaging me saying, oh, Ellie, you're cool, oh, and I'm like, thank you. But yeah, so, I'm gonna go. Bye.